So hello everyone, I'm Rafael from Unbugs Project, and today we're gonna see a challenge about flow control. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Okay, so this challenge, we basically have two Boolean variables, and then we have the result variable, and we have some conditions here, and basically in the end, you want to know what's the result value and the value of those two variables. So I'm gonna give you some time, and then you can come up with the answer. Okay, then, so let's see the answer. Oh, that's it, man. Rodrigo and Ronaldo got it right.
Finally.
Rodrigo, you always get right the questions from Java 6 and lower than that. So I
Very
just
good point.
I just communicate to you when I use higher versions. And Ronaldo always get it right. he just he just got one wrong. Okay, so let's see the answer. Why it's this answer? So yes, Farhad, this syntax is valid. So we can assign a variable inside a condition. So I can show you the result debugging it. Okay, so let's debug here. So let's go to the next. Yeah, so here the variable is not initialized. So this Homer fetch will be initialized here with true. But we can't forget that when we use OR, if the first condition is true, JVM won't even look at this side. So is Bart Prankster won't even be executed. So here it will be true. Then result will be 1, and is Homer fat will be now false. And here we have false and is Bart Prankster false because this statement wasn't run. So yeah, so false and false is already false because as we are AND, the logic operator AND, we have to have both conditions true. So JVM is pretty smart. So when we have, for example, a condition and another condition. So the JVM is smart enough to say, oh, okay, so as we are using and both conditions have to be true, we will just ignore this one because if one is false, there's no reason to check the other condition. So it will just ignore this part. So is Bart Prankster won't be assigned to false. So yeah, in the end, it's going to be false. So here we have is Homer fat and is Bart Prankster as false. And yeah, we are using not, so the result will be inverted. So we're going to increase the result variable plus 1. And then the result will be 2, false and false. But I can just explain you a detail that if we were using the bitwise operator, this second condition would be performed. So, and the same thing happens with this. So we have just to be careful with that because I can even show you. Can show you quickly. So Bart Prankster was false here. It's true. It's true because we used the bitwise operator. And the same thing will happen with Bart Prankster. it's going to be false, because as we use the bitwise operator, both conditions will be performed. So yeah, that's it for this challenge, guys. Do you have any questions?
I have a comment in this the same point as Rodrigo said, and variable is Homer fat. It was not assigned, and then on the if statement, it has been assigned. And
Yes, it was assigned here.
yeah, but if you try to use that variable, so you would have a compilation error. Is that right?
If you try to use it here.
Yes.
So yes, if we use the isHomerFat variable here, we will get a compilation error, because as we are using a local variable and we are not initializing it, we will have a compilation error if we don't initialize it. So, but if we use this variable here, it will work fine because we are assigning it here. So it will be always assigned for sure. So that's why it compiles fine here.
The only reason why I said it's a compilation error is because I for one did not know that you can assign the value in the if condition.
Yes, we can do that.
Okay.
And I was wrong, Rafa. You said right. This is a local variable, so there is no default values. Only on the class level would be a default value. So
yes, we won't.
I got lucky.
Have, a default value if we have a string here. So yes, Rodrigo, if we declare instance variable here, we will have the default value. In the case of a string, it's no. And one more thing that's funny is that we can declare a variable with the string name, or for example, double name. So we can use those crazy names. And that's it, guys. Do you have any other questions?
But then under the what you call the keywords like double string and all, I thought you cannot basically have string. You can have say string and the lowercase string, but you cannot have string and then you cannot have
we can have a string like this.
Okay. Well,
we should never do that. Should never do that, but it's possible.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that's it, guys. Okay, guys, so this was the challenge of today. It was about flow control. It's something that is crucial when we want to develop a code that's clear. I mean, we have to know how the conditions work. So you've seen that we can assign a variable in the condition statement. So this might be handy. You can create flexible and powerful code like this. And if you want more, you can go to nobugsproject.com, and there is a section there called Java Dev Gym, and you can take the challenge. And if you like the video, give a like and subscribe it, because it will help me out to develop more videos. So that's it, guys. See you next week.